All right, guys, we are back again. So today we are gonna replace the suspension rods for this Maytag top loader washer. So the reason why we're replacing them is because obviously they're worn out and the clothes don't seem to be rinsing out completely. And it's going all over the place once it starts getting to the spin. So that's very typical for these washers in particular. These suspensions are really easy to change out. You just gotta take your time. So as you saw there at the very beginning, I did take off the 1/4 inch screws in the back. It's usually three, two, one on each side, and then there's one in the semi-middle where you have to take that metal cap off. And that's only for you to be able to lift the lid and lift it up and so it can stay up. Now, sometimes when you are trying to pull the top towards you, they sometimes get stuck. And what you want to do, you want to get a flathead very carefully, just kind of pry it in there and twist it towards you where it's, coming towards you. If it's not really coming towards you, then stop, because you're going to end up scratching the washer. And trust me, you don't want to do that, because you're going to run into a picky ass customer like, hey, yo, this is what you guys do? Y'all come and scratch up my stuff? No, mister. We are trying to fix it. But that's just besides the point. So what you want to do is pull the top cover towards you, then push up. And what I do is basically put electrical tape all around the top cover with the lid. That way it'll stay like that. Because if you don't, what will happen is that if you lift it up like this, the lid is going to open and it's going to fall towards you, and it'll probably hit you in the face or the nose or the head, and it's not a good time. Anyways, right there you see me taking off the tub ring. That thing is just held on by some tabs, so just get like a very small tool to pry them off. And just dropped my drill. A very small tool just to kind of pry them off. And then try to pry off at least maybe like 5 of them, and then you can start pulling up. That way you don't break the tub ring. But anyways, after you do that, you're going to start removing the suspension rods. What you want to do is get a pair of pliers, and what you really just do is just get your pliers, press up on the suspension rod, lift up, and then they just basically come off. You'll see right now. Also, be sure you put in these little plastic holders because they are designed to fit this new style of suspension rods, and they last longer. So really put everything that you ordered for the most part. So as you can see, I lift up, I pry off that little plastic holder, and when you do take off the suspension rods, sometimes some of them have like 2 tabs on the side. Just kind of keep pushing it down, and they'll basically pop off, and you'll be able to remove it. And it's basically like that for all 4 of them. The only one that you might have, the 2 where you might have a little bit more difficulty removing is the ones on the backhand side, the left and the right. The 2 in the front are super simple. And the only reason I'm saying that is because on the left hand side, you have your drain pump. Sometimes it's located a little too close to the suspension rod, so when you're trying to push it down, you're kind of hitting it. So just be careful with that. And on the other right hand side, you have the pressure hose that's twisted on the suspension rod itself, where you don't have to retwist it back on, but when you are twisting it off, just be careful you don't pop the pressure hose out, because if you do, once the water starts to fill up in the washer, it obviously starts to leak through there. But that's just kind of common sense. Just put everything back the way that it was at least 98% of the time, and it'll be fine. So as you can see, I am putting on those plastic holders. Like I said, they came out with a simpler and different design where it holds the suspension rod in place properly, and it doesn't allow it to get so much movement, and that basically stops it from, I guess, normal wear and tear to happen faster to the rods themselves. Now, after you do that, well, not after, but after each one, what I do like to do is press on the side of the of the suspension rod that I just put on. So I press on the actual spin basket itself downwards where I know it's in position. Because sometimes what happens is that you haven't heard those little tabs click in yet, so they might not be fully secured. And when it comes time to actually go into a rinse and spin, or just it does a spin, you might hear like a loud jiggle and a loud wobble, and sometimes it might end up bending it. So just be sure that they're in position, and you kind of hear the little click when you pull them up. That's just letting you know that it's in place. So as you can see, and also something I do want to mention, the length of the videos that I make, I know they look very short, but trust me, I'm not doing these jobs that quickly. I think this video is like 10 minutes long. I did speed up the video. I think originally it might have been like 15 minutes because that's how long it kind of took me to complete the job. I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm not trying to be cocky, but I'm just wanting y'all to understand or get a realistic time frame of when you're changing certain parts. So for these, usually maybe like 15 minutes or whatever. But yeah, I usually try to speed up the videos because I know you guys don't want to see, in real time every single movement that I make. So I'd rather just speed up the video, and then on your part, you can still add more pace to the video, putting it on settings. But yeah, just don't get it confused where I'm doing these repairs or installations like super, super quick, because that's not really the case. But anyways, yeah, once you're done, just be sure you pop in that O-ring, that tub ring, back on the spin basket, and be sure that you hear the tabs click in, and just check with every finger that they're actually in there. Because with this one, if it's not actually secured, it will make a loud noise, like a loud jiggling noise, like da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and that's not something that you want, because then you're gonna have to reopen it and then just secure it, and you don't want to backtrack for something that you should have been, done, when you were putting everything back together. But now there you see me put everything back, and just be sure when you put that top panel down, you're kind of doing a motion like you're pulling it towards you, and then you're kind of shaking it back and forth little by little, and then you will see yourself that it falls into position. And then right after that, just be sure you kind of give it a good push towards the back, and then you are all set, at least for the time being, until you want to test it. So that is something that you guys need to kind of just keep an eye out, because when you don't put that cover in or top panel in correctly, it will kind of show on the outside, and you will have complaints if it from the customer, or if it's not yours. So after that, just kind of put it into a spin, and it'll kind of just start doing its own thing. So yeah, like I said, guys, these videos are just strictly to help save you guys some money, maybe save you some time, maybe save you on a wash or two, because appliance repair is expensive if you don't have a home warranty with it. And not everybody wants to be paying an arm and a leg once you kind of find out how much the cost of the repair is going to be. So these are just here to help. And also, if you are going to go or take it upon yourself to actually do this repair on your own, or replacing all the parts of an appliance, just be sure you kind of take your time, take these pictures, so when it comes time to actually put everything back together, you're not completely lost, and you have at least an idea of how to put it back together, like a reference point. But yeah, guys, like I always say, I really appreciate all the support that you guys give me just by watching these videos, and it makes me feel worth it, because I am helping somebody. And I will be more consistent, upload every Monday, and they're usually up by 7 a.m. I'm in Houston, so that's the time that they're usually up. Also, just don't get discouraged if you can't do these repairs. Everybody goes through a learning process, so we're all here to learn together, and I'm here just to help anybody out, because when I started in this industry, or this career path, I had no clue how to work on appliances. I was mechanically inclined, but I had no clue how to work on these appliances. So, but until next time, guys, I really appreciate it. I hope you like this video. Give it a like, comment, whatever. But peace.